Good day, I'm Ikslorin, and for the very last time, let's see if we can ladder a little. In off camera I have actually laddered up to 16 and 3 stars, as you can see. I didn't do it with this aggro mage, but actually with the control warrior. Just because as it seems that it is actually hard countering most of the stuff that is at least at these ranks. So maybe I can already now take out this aggro mage, I hope so at least. So yeah, let's see how we're going. Knife Juggler away. Arcane Intellect, I think we should also take that one away. Mainly just because we would want some better turn 1 and 2 and 3 cards. Okay, that's a lot of possibilities, but there aren't really any combos here. I mean, Mana Worm, Coin, Mirror Image would be a great combo. Undertaker and something else would be a great combo. But no. We cannot really go for the Undertaker. Neither can we really go for a Knife Juggler, I think. We could coin the Frostbolt, but I think that's a little bit of a waste, at least right now. So yeah, what is the least bad thing here? I'd say the Knife Juggler. No matter what, it will at least trade. It will still be a coin and the Knife Juggler, so it would still be a valuable trade for him. But hopefully we can get something going here. Maybe just draw something like the Leper Gnome now, or something similar to that. That would be good. Not really. So if we go for an Undertaker and a Mirror Image, I like that idea. Then even though we don't have anything with Death Rattle yet, I don't really want to play the Blood Mage Thalnos before I can really utilize the spell damage. So that would be at least turn 5. So that we can't really use. And he played the Harvest Golem. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, yeah, Harvest Golem. I cannot really say what we're playing against yet though. But we are surely not playing... yeah, we're probably playing against something with control. I mean, Harvest Golems are also in some very control-y decks, so it's pretty hard to tell actually what this is. And the Cobalt Geomance. Okay, this is someone who got quite far, as it seems, with just merely playing with some very basic cards and some good basic cards. So we could go for Thalnos and then Frostbolt here and killing that. That would work. Then we would have... would have our Thalnos dead and we wouldn't be able to use that for anything. But on the other hand, he would then be able to... Actually not, that doesn't matter. As long as he doesn't play anything, our Undertaker's still safe. So let's just do this then, actually. It's fine, it's fine. And the Mirror Entity, cool. So let's do this. And the face. And then we can take Thalnos down next turn, and I also get the Frostbolts and Icelands going. Yeah, I like that idea. For 5 mana, he's probably going for the Drake, I think. That is a very common card to play. Maybe not anymore, actually. Ah, cool. A 4/4 for me. And oh, dear. Man, this is going to be juicy. Thalnos and then all of this. It's 5, right? 4, 5. Yes, cool. So this one down. And then we go here. And hammer on in. Cool. And yeah, we'll just go for face, right? I don't see any reason not to. We could go in here. Then that would be at 1 HP. Then we could trade completely, but we're aggro. So I'd rather may end up overextending here than anything else. Also, we are 1 turn away from a Flame Strike. I don't think he has a Blizzard. So yeah, that shouldn't happen. Oh! Of course. But we also got some Firebolts or a Frostbolt. Potato, potato. So he has to trade really. But the best trade here would of course be going in here and then here. Obviously, then the Drake would be survive in some way. And he would actually still have a 2-1 also on top of that. Interesting, he doesn't do anything here. Well, then we just go for this. I don't really want to go for the Frostbolt. Oh, I had lethal. Well, I still have lethal, but man, that's embarrassing. I didn't do the math here. Of course I had lethal. I've completely forgot about that extra spell damage from the Drake. Yeah, of course, because I already in my head had killed him because I thought he would trade, but he didn't. And I didn't think what that actually would mean for anything, so yeah. If he doesn't kill anything here, he will be dead. Frostbolt, cool. But he's still dead, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Okay. Well, bad manners, I guess. Well played. Man, that's embarrassing. Sorry for that one. Cool. Up to 15. Finally, this deck is doing what it's supposed to. So let's do that again and let's see if we can get someone similar to that. And we got someone. And yeah, just having it loaded. And there we go. Who is this? Another mage. Interesting. So many mages around right now. Okay, that's a secret. It's going out immediately, of course. We have a loot hoarder and a mirror image. Is the mirror image itself good? I don't think so, except if this is an aggro mage. There's really no reason to have the mirror image turn 1 if it has nothing to utilize it with. I'd rather, with a loot hoard, I'd probably want to get something useful. All of this is really bad. I mean, I can see the Sources of Princess being good in some way, but no, not really. And I cannot really play the loot hoarder by itself, because then he will just fire blast it. Mana worm, coin, mirror image. Nothing, cool, okay. At least one good thing here. We got frostbolted. That could be done. I mean, if we go for Source of Princess, we cannot go for a frostbolt at the same turn. The loot hoarder would just be fire blasted, so that doesn't that doesn't work really. We could fire blast his face just, actually. I don't think he can actually deal that much damage this turn. And then we can Source of Princess and then frostbolt the same turn. Though we could also frostbolt and ice lance his face, meaning 7 damage and a Source of Princess on the board. But that seems a bit slow to me, and I would let him do the trading. I mean, if he has a frostbolt, then we're back to square one, really. Also depends on what he's playing. A knife juggler. Okay, so we're against another aggro mage, so we probably have to begin trading or something like that. Could also just try to wash him down, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Probably have to go for this. Sadly. At least we would slow him down also, because he will have to fire blast to kill with the mana worm if he wants to trade. Then next turn probably go for an Arcane Intellect or Loot Hoarder together with a Fire Blast maybe too. Fire Blast wherever we can. Okay, so he's going for the same thing. Exactly the same thing. And another Frostbolt? If that's another Frostbolt and then an Ice Lance, then I'm just going to concede, because this guy has had then the best starting hand of all. But no, it's not, but still, it's really bad. It's really bad. If we go for this, then, and the Loot Hoarder, then he's just going to Fire Blast it. And we'll get a card, of course, but we are slowed so much down that I don't know if we really can get this back. Especially, he's just going to Fire Blast and hit me in the face for 6. Maybe even go for a spell and then hit me for 7. Yep. Yeah, 7 damage. And still a Fire Blast ready. And... well... is there really something that's so much better than a Fire Blast? Ah, okay, good. I was already thinking what else could have happened, but no. Yeah. Yeah. Only thing... Well, we can slow him down, really. Not all hope is lost. If both go in there, into the mana worm, it doesn't help me in any way. So, yeah. Probably have to go for this. Then we can Fire Blast again next turn and then we can trade. I don't know. Works somehow, but it takes... I mean, especially since the Aggro Mage has such a huge... can just burst you down, right? Then I'm not sure if we can really get back from this, because he only has to build up a combo and can do all sorts of stuff. And yeah. There we go. Being a mirror entity or a counter spell. Either of which is really bad, because the mirror entity would mean whatever I play would be taken or copied, and I would play anything just to get the knife juggler working. Really bad. We cannot do anything here. It's just, this is awful. This is awful. You can go for an Undertaker and then a Leper Gnome, but no, that doesn't really help us. Especially since that, then we wouldn't be able to Fire Blast the Mana Worm here. Yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible. I just mismulliganed, I think. I completely got a bad opening hand. Terrible, terrible. Let's try that again. If we now only can end up losing and one all the way down to 17, then I'm going to be very sad. But I don't think we are going to. I have a good feeling about this. A rogue, interesting. So we should, except if it's a tempo rogue, we should in theory be able to wash him down, right? Oh, this is awful. Awful, awful, awful. Better? Something? I mean, no. Undertaker and whatever we take, or Mana Worm, whatever we get here. Okay, so Undertaker, no, Mana Worm, and then coin the Undertaker. But he would just backstab the Undertaker. So we cannot really go for that. So if we just go for a Mana Worm alone, then we can Undertaker, coin, Loot Hoarder next turn. Cool. Getting a dagger and passing, probably. It doesn't hit anything. You don't really do anything with that dagger. What? I mean, yeah, you don't. What? Oh, you do. Well, it's... I mean, most high-end players end up not doing it and keeping that extra charge if you want to go for poison and blade flurry or something. But I can still, it's fine. There's a lot of debate about if you should hit anything or just should get it turn 2 and then do nothing. So it's fine. You hear what? Interesting. And then he's probably going to kill the Mana Worm next turn. And actually clearing the whole board. I could Frostbolt him though. Could be funny. Just to Frostbolt him and then he won't be able to use his dagger. But I could do that for 2 turns, but then what? I mean, I would have wasted the Iceland's potential. I mean, I still have the Water Elemental, but he has a lot of removal still. So we cannot really go for that just. So maybe go for an Arcane Intellect and then hit him for 1 extra, or we could go for the Leper Gnome. I think the Arcane Intellect is a better choice. Cool. Yeah, I think that was a better choice. I don't see any reason not to go for the Leper Gnome instead. I don't really see any reason to do that. Worth on Wing Farsi, okay. So pretty much just the classic Miracle Rogue. Actually, yeah, it's probably also still in the newer ones, this one. So it's fine. So if we go for one of these, one of these, and one of these, and one of this. Yeah, cool. His dagger won't be as effective. He could go for a dagger, poison, blade flurry, but I can just throw down more stuff on the board, so that's fine. That's fine. Also, that would be one big turn just to get everything clear. Okay, he does do something. Okay. Okay. I don't really want to Frostbolt again. I want to keep the Frostbolt for later. I think that will be very useful later. So I think I'll just go for this. And I still have 2 left for another loot hoarder just to buff this one. Cool. And yeah. I mean, he hasn't really been able to get the cycling going. I mean, he should probably do that this turn though. Oh, okay. And it's the Undertaker, fair enough. I mean, you want to have it not be as buffed, but the Sorcerer Apprentice is actually, I think, more of a threat right now than the Undertaker. So, yeah. But it's his choice. We could keep all of this, but I think a Blade Flow is incoming at some point, so I think I'll just clear everything off here. Just go for face. Also, he won't be able to use his dagger right now, so he would have to take or waste that 1 extra charge if he poisons and kills everything. Also, this one would still be alive, being able to kill him, or just make sure that he's still frozen. Interesting. Saps. He still has some way to do this? Okay, he doesn't. But the idea is probably that he wants to... yeah, he just wants to slow me down and get 1 extra turn. But I don't think he can really get back this turn. Especially now that I have the counterspell out. Which I think the counterspell was a better idea. I should probably have been thinking through that no more. But the idea is Water Elemental, he can deal with that in some way, but the counterspell would deal with something like that Blade Flurry. Now you could go in for another Blade Flurry. Oh, this is the old Miracle Rogue. Nothing has changed on this one. What the hell is this? Is Leroy back? No, he can't be. He can't possibly be back. Huh. Interesting. Oh well. So, we beat an underpowered Miracle Rogue, I guess. I mean, they're Miracle Rogue still. I really like the new one, actually. I actually like it more than the old one with Leroy. The one I'm referring to, the one that is by Hyped, sorry. The one that is played by Day 9 on some of his streams. I like that. I like that really much. I mean, yeah, it was. There were so many different ways to win with that, and so many, and it was very rewarding, but also very punishing if you didn't play it correctly. So I really liked that. Also, Mad Scientist is cool, Sorcerer Apprentice is cool, and the Frostbolt is also cool. And we're against the Druid, so probably everything here has some worth. I'm not completely sure about the Sorcerer Apprentice here, but it's fine. That's fine. If we go for... I probably would go for the Scientist this turn. I probably would, yeah. Yeah, well, hello, Mac Banks. So Mad Scientist it is, I think. And then Sorcerer Apprentice and the mirror image? No, probably, yeah, we could go for that. But there would only be 2 mana. So we could also go for a Frostbolt. I mean, if he's a Ramp Druid, he will maybe end up playing the Harvest Golem. He could do that. But he doesn't. Okay. So we still don't know really what we're playing against. Not completely. So... except for Swipe, what else is there that he could use for removal? Not a lot, actually. Oh, there is something for 6 or 7 mana too. That is a little bit more, yeah. But this is fine for this turn. We could also go for a Frostbolt to his face, just so that he cannot use his hero power for anything. But I don't think that is really needed. That's fine. Yeah. Then a Mirror Entity and a Fire Blast, I guess. I don't really... Still, I'm not thinking that I should go for the Frostbolt. 4 mana and a swipe. Cool. Meaning we get what? The counterspell. Okay. So we get a Thalnos. No, that's fine. I would rather go for the Water Elemental just to be sure that we can hit his face all the time and be sure that he cannot use his hero power or any buffs for that. So if he's a token druid, we would actually put him at a disadvantage with that. Now there is Naturalize, but no one really plays with that. Oh, I should have played the Mirror Entity. Let's see. That's 4 mana, right? 4 damage with Thalnos. Being 4 mana, not really worth it. Or we could go for this and then have used all of it. Then we could Fire Blast it later. That's fine. I actually like that. And then go for face. So, Sorcerer Princess, Thalnos, Frostbolt here, and face. Then we can Fire Blast it. And he cannot really kill everything with a swipe. He can get that all the way down to 1 HP. 2 HP. And this one would then still survive. And I would get a card. Swipe with that. Cool. A counter spell. No more swipes. And swipes is a thing that mainly all druids are using. I would think this is a wham to it. It's hard to tell right now, but it seems like he had just had a bad opening hand. And gold because we won 3 games. Cool. 22 minutes. Yeah, let's take one more. And let's just see if we can get something more going. I'm feeling like I'm on a roll here. Yeah. Let's do it. As long as it's not another aggro mage, I think we're going fine. I think we're doing fine, then. A worthy opponent. Warrior. Shit. Okay, we need that Water Elemental. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hopefully this is the more aggro warrior. That is easier to deal with than the control one. The control one is really the worst one. Because that hard counters everything that is aggro. I mean, most control decks except that one can actually be dealt with this aggro deck, but control warrior? No, that's awful. So, Sorcerer Princess? Not really. So for Leper Gnome. Now he also knows what we're playing. He should at least. I mean, only aggro decks use the Leper Gnome, so... And aggro and face decks use that. So, he should know that what we're doing. What? Huh. He also played a Leper Gnome. Why? Why would he also do that? Is that some kind of new warrior deck? Is that just the charge one that has that thing in it? Yeah, I think that's gotta be something like the charge one then. Okay, we could Fire Blast it. That would keep our Leper Gnomes safe. But on the other hand, we wouldn't be able to play anything. And we could also trade. We would both be down to 28. And then we could play the Mad Scientist. Then we would have a 2-2 on the board. He would have to deal with that. He could go for a Fiery War Axe and deal with it, but then he would all of a sudden go Control Warrior. I don't think that would happen. Knife Juggler would be better in the long run, I think. I mean, trading and then the Knife Juggler? Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, let's go for that. We cannot trade with the Mad Scientist immediately, which means we would get a secret out. But on the other hand, we would now get a knife. And I think that's better. Fiery War Axe now. Cool. So, now I don't know anything about what we're playing against. But a Mad Scientist and a Mirror Image, that seems fine to me. Then we can trade with everything, get a Water Elemental out, behind these 2 taunts and then just keep hitting me in the face and trade with anything else if need be. But just keep hitting me in the face so he cannot use his weapons. Because with that Leper Gnome, he's gotta be very aggro in some way. Or don't know how to make a deck. At least the basics of it. I don't really know how to make a deck either, but I'm mainly net decking. But at least I know how, where I can analyze the deck and say how it's probably going to be played. Except if it's weird. Okay, kills 1. And 1 then for 3 mana, 4 mana. 4 mana, 4 mana. Corcoran Elite, okay. So that's gonna be a little of a change here. A little bit of a change here. We can trade in and then Fire Blast, me and the Source Apprentice, cool. Yeah, and there. Counter spell. Now the Corcoran Elite is in some kind of weird middle territory here, as in a lot of control warriors also use the Corcoran Elite. So I don't know exactly if what we should expect, or if that Leper Gnome is just something very weird here. But I think we should probably expect a lot more some pirate cards and also some. He's thinking if this was a mirror entity, or if this should be some kind of. What I'm trying to say, if this is some kind of charge thing or control, I think because of the Leper Gnome, it's more of a charge one. We could go for Water Elemental, Icelands, or Loot Hoarder here. We should probably get the Water Elemental out ASAP, really. Then we could Icelands should probably keep for the combo, and Face because we're aggro. He's probably going to trade with that thing anyway, so why not just try and see if we can get it killed immediately. Also, he will probably try to execute the Water Elemental. Because we have the counter spell out, that is actually quite good. At least then we will have 1 execute away. He may have 2 in his hand, but now he has 20. That's 21 left, so he's probably not having anything. He's checking if it's a Vaporize or anything like that. No, it's not. Oh. Huh. Then he goes. Yeah, he goes for Face, exactly as I thought. Cool. So Loot Hoarder, Face, 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 and Face. Yeah, exactly. Cool. And if he doesn't trade now, he's dead. Pretty much. I will trade, or actually we have exactly lethal now. Except if he armors up, actually. We don't have lethal. We are 2 away from lethal. But he will have to trade with this one, so that's something. But I'm Youthful Brewmaster, no one really uses that. I don't think so. I mean, in theory it's great, but it's too slow, I think. Only the Shadow Step is really fast enough to be able to recycle. Or if it's some deck where you really have to recycle a lot, like the Mill deck, then it's also useful in some way, but I cannot see where you would want to go for Youthful Brewmaster in that warrior deck. Mortal Strike? No, no, no. A counter spell for you, my dear.
Well played.
Well played.
Well played.
You can still arm up, you know that. I will still hit him with the Water Elemental for the face, because I obviously have to keep him away from being able to use this Arcanite Reaper. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, cool. 5 left on the board. And he has 7 HP. 5, 7, 8. I don't think he can get back from this. It's fine. Cool. It's cool. And he thinks about playing some card, interestingly enough. What is that? He can get back into this something? Oh. Cool. 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 cool, man. That's awesome. Except not for me, but that's well played. That's cool. Let's keep on the face. Boom. And 3 HP left. And he cannot really one into anything here on the board. He can armor up and then one into something here, but no matter what, he will have to deal with the board in some other way. A whirlwind would, though, do everything. Just armor up, kill that, and whirlwind with the rest. And then he has the board back. I have 2 fireballs in this deck and 2 frostbolts too. So really, there's quite a high chance that I will draw something that will save me. Now there's nothing with charge in there, so luckily that is something, but... Oh. 7-3. Giving a taunt or something like that? No. Okay, goes for face. And whirlwind. No. No, we still have him dead, right? Yeah. We still have him dead. That's 5. Exactly here.
Well played.
Well played.
And dead. Cool. Yeah. Sweet. So let's just end here, because I'm on a roll and I don't want to be having some, or just have some embarrassing end here. So, yeah. Now that all of you think that I'm awesome, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. See ya!